Hello. This isn't really the best way to start a vlog, to be honest with you, at the end of a Monday. And when I feel like I'm about to cry, and I'll get into why I feel like I'm gonna cry probably just over the next few days, but we are supposed to be running our first of 25 marathons in a little under a month now. Planning it and the logistics of all of it seemed really attainable when we first started things in the middle of last year, and now it's getting closer, people are dropping out. Obviously, brands that wanted to work with us are now not so keen, and funding issues and this, that and the other, but I just want to be more positive about it. So I thought I'm just going to start documenting each week as we go now, because hopefully that'll help me mentally feel like I'm getting some progress with the content, and also documenting answers and just updating you guys, because I feel like it's okay if you follow me on Instagram, and it's okay if you happen to see my TikTok, but if you don't, there's not really a place where everything's really condensed. So I go to Amsterdam on Friday, so I'm going to be training obviously every day up until then, and then whilst I'm there I've got a long run to do, which is going to actually be quite nice to just do a long run somewhere other than on the treadmill, I know, or in Manchester or Guernsey. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I was supposed to have a strength session today. There is still time. I just had a 10k yesterday and a 15k the day before, and I'm going to be real with you, I just wanted to not do anything today. I took the dog for like a 2-hour walk, so I got my body moving. I'm just tired, guys. I'm just feeling it, but I'll check in with you probably in the morning when I'm feeling less emotional. Good morning. I'm aware I look disheveled, gross, not ready for a full day of work and training. It is 7 a.m. I woke up at 5:45. I'm gonna take the dog out, come back, have some breakfast and a cup of tea, and then head to the gym. My first session of the day. My head looks so lumpy when I do like a slick back high pony. I'm genuinely just considering getting them taken out next time, because trying to style my hair in anything other than a low pony or a bun or down is just pointless, and I look rank. Oh, good morning, sausage bun. Shall we go for a little wee wee poo-poos together? Yes, we shall. I took Raymond for a walk yesterday. A dog jumped up at me and I forgot my coat was covered in mud, so I'm gonna freeze to death. Raymond's got his little Leclerc jumper on, just doing whatever he's doing in this lift. He does this all the time. As soon as those doors open, as soon as the lift stops, he's gonna bark, because he's gonna be like ready to start the day with a scrap. Good boy, that's nice. I don't know if anybody else gets like this, so I'm not gonna talk about it a lot because this is a training vlog, but that puppy stage between like becoming a puppy and an adult is just like, they're an absolute phase of their life. Raymond is very much in it. It doesn't change how much I love him, because I adore him, but honestly. Okay, don't blow up. Fantastic. I've actually decided against filming my workout for this video specifically, because this is the first day of a new plan, and I'll explain in more depth at some point, but basically I've been having sports massage, physio sessions, and the left side of my body is much stronger than the right side. So instead of doing like super impressive strength training that the majority of runners would be doing at this stage in their marathon training, I am essentially trying to rebuild and strengthen at quite a quick rate my right side to match the strength of the left. So I'm just figuring things out, and I've not done this session before, so I'm just gonna not film it here because it's gonna be very boring. I never run with my hair down, so this is a first for me, but I just cannot be asked to redo it. It's 3:45, I'm gonna go get my easy run done and then come home, get changed, have a bath, and just scran because I'm exhausted, and I have some updates for you on the tracks, so we'll get into that too. What are the shoes of choice going to be today? I think I'm going to wear these bad boys because I want to. Have to say, I do love the Adi Zeros, but my Nova Blasts will always have my heart. I hope you can see me there. I'm not sure. I've just placed you there and hoped that the angle's good, so we'll see. Beforehand, when I checked in with you before I went on my 8k, I didn't do a 10k. I can't remember what I told you I was going to do, but I did an 8k. I was just really flat and I was having a bad day, and when I finished that run, I just turned the day around and I had a little cry, because I was so proud of myself, because usually I would just give up. Like if I was having a bad day, I would just be like, oh well, it's a bad day, it's a bad life, I'm gonna carry on being sad about it. I went on a run, I actually thought about the things that were making my day not a very good one, and I came back and I was like, it's actually just not that deep. Like, it's okay. That was fun, and a fun little thing I wanted to share with you. I said to you before, I'm going to update you on the tracks, and I am going to update you on the situation of the tracks, but I'm going to do that tomorrow. Also, I just had to FaceTime my mum because I had a mum I made it moment, because I posted a reel about how ridiculous it is the amount of blisters you get in marathon training and how my feet are just destroyed. None other than Compeed asked to send me a PR package, and I can't lie to you, that was a mum I made it moment, because little old me. And you're going to be like, Compeed, really? It's not Skims, it's not Nike. It is to me. Quite does it like Compeed. My poor little feeties would not know peace without them plasters. Anyways, I think you can see the whole mood has changed from this morning to now, from last night to now even. I will catch up with you in the morning and we will smash another 10 kilometers. Good night. You may have probably already guessed that I just didn't record the rest of the week, and the rest of the week kind of went a bit not training wise until yesterday, which was Monday. So I went to Amsterdam on Friday, got back yesterday, and I didn't really record anything in Amsterdam because it was just a bit of a weird weekend. I didn't do really anything worth showing you other than training, and the training I did was standard training, just too easy and along. But I did mention a lot last week that I wanted to talk about, obviously, TRACK2TRACK, and I had mentioned that we'd decided on our first track, and I wanted to talk about that. And then I wanted to talk about what happened on my long run yesterday, and I thought that this would just be a bit of a boring way to close off the first training video, but also I have a more interesting week this week, so I would save that for another video because this is more just introductory, I feel. Anyways, so we have decided on a first track, and that's going to be Baku, because one, it's a street track, so it requires little to no planning. It still requires planning, but it doesn't require the length of communication and organization with tracks and then personnel at the tracks and then all of this other stuff, trying to logistically make it align with flight times and everything. Whereas with Baku, we can fly in, run the marathon because it's a street circuit, and then leave, or at least try my best to. That's another thing that I've started to realize with this whole project. I've just finished reading this book. Let me get it. This is the book I've just finished reading, and it is about Mike Stroud, and I can't pronounce his name, but this guy. And they basically ran 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. And at the beginning, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna run every step. And then he realized that he actually might need to walk for his own safety and not to put himself in danger. And he was saying how when they were organizing it, some people were being like really specific about measurements and they needed official distance and timekeeping. And he was like, it got to the point where I realized that we're being like, these people are being so obsessive over things that don't really matter. What matters is we run the distance, and if we have to run an extra couple of 100 yards at the end to make it up, then that's what we'll do. And I think that having read this has made me realize that I'm just putting a bit too much pressure on myself to try and get a PB in Manchester and then also try and run every single step of all of these tracks. Like, it's a bit unrealistic, so I'm gonna need to listen to my body and be smart with it. I'm obviously not using that as a way out to be like, oh well, I can just not try hard, because it's gonna be hard work regardless. But if you haven't read this book and you are into endurance, sport, or whatever yourself, even if you're not, I just think it's a very good read, so I would go for it. So anyway, Baku, yes. Can't lie, I had a bit of a breakdown because I saw that Azerbaijan Airlines had a massive crash in 2024, and when I realized that Azerbaijan Airlines is one of the only airlines I could travel with, that didn't make me feel great. Being autistic and ADHD, I am really, really specific about travel, and I hate it as well. Like, I just hate traveling, but if I am traveling, I need to be very specific about plans. Like when I was in Amsterdam this weekend, I needed to make sure I had my favorite like, this makes me sound like a nutcase, but I needed to make sure I had my favorite Netflix show on. I couldn't have Raymond there with me, who's currently sunbathing on the sofa. So I took his jumper with me because, like, I just need the normal things that I have in my everyday life around me when I'm in a new place to function. So that, on top of not wanting to arrive in Baku at 2 o'clock in the morning, because if you're running a marathon, who wants to have broken sleep, arrive there at 2, get to the hotel at 4 and be running a marathon at 9? Like, not realistic. So, bless me. To round that up, Baku is going to be the first track, and I'm excited. One of my friends is coming with me. He's taken the week off work to come out and support me because I think he knows that I'm going to struggle with that, being the first one, and I wasn't really prepared for the first one to be so far away. I wanted the first one to be in Europe, but we can't all have what we want, so we just have to adapt and overcome. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I really don't want to leave Raymond. I've got such bad mum guilt. So in the next video, I will be taking Raymond to do whatever he wants for a day because that little boy deserves it. I can't remember what I was going to say. I was supposed to run 15k yesterday as my long run in Amsterdam, and I always knew that getting to 15 was going to be a struggle, not because of what I actually encountered, but because I wanted to get the viral cookies from Vans to Pearl. And when I went past on Sunday night, the queue was ginormous and I wasn't standing in it. So I thought, I'll set my alarm, I'll get up early, and I'll finish the 15k at Vans to Pearl before it opens. I got there 15 minutes before it opened and I was at 10k, so I could have easily done another 2.5 in that 15 minutes. The queue was already backing up, and I was like, these weren't even for me. I mean, I did buy myself some, but these weren't for me. They were a present for my best friend who looks after Raymond whenever I go away. I was like, screw it, like she's not missing out. I love her dearly. She's having the damn cookies. So I finished at 10.3 and I was gonna run, but these bad boys, you wanna feel the weight of them. We're not running with cookies in tins. I got to about 6k and I started to feel my right calf, but it's like behind my shin and to the side of my calf pain. And people have been like, oh, that's shin splints. It's not shin splints because it comes and it goes and it comes and it goes. And it's never consistent enough to be shin splints. Like from people that I know that have it, I'm not experiencing that pain. So for me, yeah, no, I knew it wasn't. I think it might have been because I was like jumping over sheets of ice and frozen puddles and things because it had snowed the night before in Amsterdam. So I think it was like gait irregularity. I didn't warm up properly because I just wanted to get it in and get it over with. I didn't warm up properly, and also I have been actually that reminds me, I have been under consuming electrolytes. Usually I would have 2 or 3 tabs of electrolytes a day, and I've not been having that at all. I've probably been having 1 a week and still training 45 kilometers a week. So not smart at all. Yeah, and then I ran until 9k and the pain just kept getting worse and worse. So I sent my coach a voice note and he was like, we'll have a call tonight, which will be in next week's video, and we'll talk about it, but just like see how it goes, don't push yourself. So I didn't push myself, but then the pain went and it was okay. And then when I got on my flight home last night, I had cramp, I'm not even joking you, the whole way home in my right calf. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's still ridiculously painful to touch. I've got a lymphatic drainage massage today, and then I've got a sports massage on Thursday. So I'll see how it feels after that. And obviously now it's just, obviously with Baku 2 weeks out, it's more a game of trying to make sure I get there whilst also trying to get one more long run in. I think we're aiming for about 25, 30k, and then that's gonna be it until Baku, which is terrifying, but that's just the way it goes. And I feel like I've been waffling for such a long time, and I'm gonna do a face mask and I'm gonna read the very back bit of this book because I am that person that just loves reading every single page in a book. If you want to support our mission, I will leave the link for our landing page and our GoFundMe below. The landing page has all the information about what we're doing in the charities that we're wanting to support, and the GoFundMe is to directly support our mission. Once we've started and we have completed the first marathon or prior to, we will put in a Just Giving link also, which is where you can donate directly to the charities. That's where all the information is that you might want to know. There's also a fun way to be involved with the project, and if you want to do that, I'll leave the email for the project below, so you can email whether you want a corporate sponsor or come run with us, or have a run club and want to run a section of a track with me. Whatever it is, you can send an email to the email below. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I apologize that this week's vlog was not what I wanted it to be, but it's fine. They will get better, I promise. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you're watching from. If you want to see more running and working out content, you should definitely check out my Instagram because I post more stuff like that there. It's a bit difficult to run with my phone in my hand. Maybe I need to invest in a DJI or something, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you so much for supporting me, and I will see you in next week's training vlog. Mwah. Goodbye. She a groovy chick, straight out of a movie chick.
She a groovy chick, and I just might be in love with this groovy chick.